For latest astrology videos, subscribe AstroEdify channel and press this bell icon to get notified when a new video goes live. Hello everybody, welcome to AstroEdify. Today we are going to discuss about Mars in Leo. What sort of results Mars gives when it is sitting in the zodiac sign of Leo. Actually, I have made the previous video was of Mars in Gemini, and I am not going to make the video of Mars in Cancer, as I have already discussed it in my previous video series when we discussed about exalted and debilitated planets. So in that, Mars in Cancer is already being covered. You can watch that video in this card section, and the link of that video is also given in the description as well. So in that video I have told that what actually the results of Mars in Cancer are, and the disclaimer which I have given in that video also, and I will again tell here as well, is that the results which I have told of Mars in Cancer, because in Cancer Mars is debilitated. So the disclaimer is that the results which I have told in that video will only be applicable for those people who have Mars totally debilitated and not undergoing Neech Bhang Raj Yoga, means the cancellation of debilitation is not happening, or Mars is not undergoing a Parivartan Yoga with Moon. That is, it is not in a mutual exchange of zodiac signs with Moon. If these two conditions are happening in your horoscope, then Mars in Cancer video, that is debilitated Mars, will actually not apply for the people who have this particular thing happening in their horoscope, either the Neech Bhanga or the Parivartan of Mars and Moon. So the results being discussed there are totally of debilitated Mars, which is not undergoing Neech Bhanga Raj Yoga. So that is the thing which I wanted to tell you. And one more thing is that the results which have been discussed of Mars in Cancer in that video are totally focused on a basis of a general description. It is not case specific at all, because it depends and it varies from person to person. So depending on the placement of Mars, where it is situated, what sort of planets are aspecting or influencing or conjunct Mars, so that is case to case specific. So generally what sort of results Mars can give in Cancer, that I have already told in that video. You can watch that in the card section, as well as you can go on to the link provided in the description section. So let's start this video today of Mars in Leo. If you want to book a consultation for yourself, you can go on this website, and the link is provided in the description as well. So today we are going to discuss about the results of Mars in the zodiac sign of Leo, how it gives such kind of results here. So what is Mars? See, Mars is actually a very fiery planet, and Mars and Sun both together control and represent the body energy, the vitality, physical strength and stamina of the person, your dedication, willpower, self-confidence, is seen through Mars. Mars is a tamasic planet, so it controls your dominance, anger, aggression, impulsiveness. Mars is a very bold planet. Okay, so it represents boldness and firmness in attitude, and your straightforwardness is seen through Mars. And apart from this, Mars also controls, or you can say it is natural significator of some things like land, real estate, or engineering and technology. All these things are also represented by Mars. Mars is also the natural significator of your brothers. So this is what your Mars is. These are the things. Now what is Leo? Leo is first of all a fiery sign. Its ruler is Sun, and it naturally controls the fifth house of the zodiac, fifth house of the Kalpurush Kundali. Okay, natural zodiac horoscope. So Mars here and this Leo actually represents and has the qualities of all these, that is the fifth house, fiery nature and Sun. So what it shows, it represents your ego, your self-respect, your first, and another thing is that this is a royal sign, so it controls your leadership skills, power, authority, signifies government, and Leo also naturally represents your heart. And apart from this, Leo controls it also shows creativity, entertainment and all these things, because fifth house represents that show and glamour and fashion, all kind of these things as well. So this is what Leo zodiac sign is. So when Mars is here in Leo, what happens? Let's see that. See, first of all, Mars in Leo is a very good placement, and Mars in Leo is considered to be very auspicious. And in my experiences, it is much more favorable as compared to Mars in Aries. Because Mars in Aries, no doubt, it is a very good placement for Mars, but Mars is an energy. Aries is also energy, and the difference here between Mars and Aries and Leo is that both are fiery signs. Both are fiery signs. Aries also and Leo also. But the difference is that Mars in Aries is in a movable sign, and Mars in Leo is in fixed sign. Mars in Aries is total, you can say, full of energy, and energy is extremely expanded. There is no foundation or limitation to that energy, and at the same time maturity is not going to be there. Mars is an energy which needs some direction. Energy is a entity which needs some direction to channelize properly. So that is not there in Mars in Aries. That comes with time. After maturity, Mars matures after the age of 28 years. So that happens mainly when after the 28 years of age, person crosses that age. Then Mars in Aries tries to becomes more mature, and person gets some direction to channelize his or her energy. But in Mars in Leo, that problem is not there. You do not have to wait till 28 years of age for being mature, because first of all, Leo is already a fiery sign, and another thing is that Mars is very comfortable in this sign because it is a fire sign. At the same time, Mars is very mature in this already because this is a fixed sign. So there is the support of sun, there is the direction or path of sun, which means you can say there is the guidance of sun provided to Mars. So that energy is now has direction to properly channelize to any path, but that is going to be there. Sun is definitely going to provide that direction to Mars to actually utilize that energy. That is going to be here. Mars becomes very mature and dignified in its form. So all the qualities which Mars controls are now going to be very much mature and dignified, and in a very balanced manner. They are not going to be extremely high in nature or very low in nature. So these people have all the good qualities of Mars, like they have willpower and dominance and all kind of these things, anger, aggression, all these things. But that they are not over expanded, they are in limits, they are properly balanced. And this is the thing, that they know when and where they have to utilize that energy. That is the main thing. So that happens in Leo. That does not happen in Aries. Aries, no doubt, is very well placement, very good placement for Mars, no doubt. But Mars in Leo more better than Mars in Aries, even though Mars here is in the zodiac sign of another planet, that is Sun. So Mars in Leo is very auspicious placement because Mars attains dignity and stability and maturity in Leo. This is the major reason. So when Mars is here in Leo, first of all, what it shows, Leo is your ambitions, Mars is energy. So this makes the person very ambitious in nature, and personality is going to be very dominating, bold, and firm attitude is going to be there. Mars provides that. Then apart from this, and see, one thing which I want to tell you as a note here is that all the results which I am going to tell you now are going to be on the basis on one precondition, that Sun is well placed in the horoscope. If Sun is not well placed, the results will change, they will vary, and I will tell the results at the end of that video. Okay, end of the video. So right now the condition is that your Sun is well placed and Mars is in Leo. So what happens? So first thing is that it increases your willpower, your self-confidence boosts, your courage increases, dedication, willpower, stamina, and bodily energy is very high. These people are full of energy, full of self-confidence, and they believe in themselves. So this is what happens here in Mars. Mars does not lose confidence here. And apart from this, Sun provides that direction to Mars. There is no, you can say, directionless energy. The directionless energy is not going to be here because Sun is well placed. So Mars here is already providing that energy, boosting the qualities, and especially if it is in the 10th house or respecting the 10th house or influencing the 10th house or 10th lord anyhow, or the lagna, that is the ascendant, or the lagna lord, then it increases the willpower of the person, definitely. Then and also it makes person very ambitious in nature. At the same time, it enhances the leadership skill, provides leadership skills to the person. Because Sun, Mars and Leo represent leadership skills. So leadership skills are quite high in these people. And next thing is that Mars here actually is very good for career. These people, it makes person very career oriented, focused towards attaining something and doing worthwhile, especially specifically in their careers. So it gives such kind of attitude to the people. And one very good thing of Mars in Leo is that if a person starts his work, he's going to complete it anyhow. The dedication and stamina is definitely there. They, even if they fail, they are not going to stop. They are definitely going to continue that path, and they will continue it until they succeed. So that is the very good quality here that Mars in Leo provides the person. And the condition is Sun should be good. So this is a very good thing. And this placement is very auspicious for rising in career, especially if the influence of Mars is there directly on the 10th house or the 10th lord, even in the Navamsha or the Dashamsha chart also. Then also it is considered auspicious, because Mars in Leo is very good. So Mars here is very good for career upliftment and for serving at good positions and leadership positions. So this is also a good thing. One negative trait for this Mars is that as no doubt that these people do good in their careers if Mars is ruling their career. So as far as career and social success is concerned, these people attain that. But one negative thing which happens according to with time, as soon as they achieve success, is that ego and arrogance increases in the personality. Why this happens is that, see, Mars is a natural malefic planet. It has to give its malefic energy also. So what is that malefic? And Mars controls tamasic element. Okay, three gunas are there: sattvic, rajasic and tamasic. Mars rules the tamasic guna. So here the tamasic energy is going to increase, and what it is going to increase is now the Shadaripu is going to increase. Shadaripu means 6 enemies of man. So ego is one of them, arrogance is one of them. So ego and arrogance is definitely going to increase with time. So this is one negative trait which is found here. Especially it increases as these people get rise and promotions, or you can say success in career specifically. Then only the ego or arrogance could be seen in their nature. Now one more thing is that Mars is a planet which controls, or you can say which makes Mangal dosha. Actually, I have made a video on this also, that there is a difference between Mangalic, being a Mangalic, and having a Mangal dosha. I have made a video also. You can watch that in the channel playlist. So here Mars in Leo, according to Shri B.V. Raman, he says in his books that Mangal dosh is not created if Mars is in Leo. But what I have seen so far in my experience is that it is true. Most of the time it is true. But the thing is that Sun must be well placed. If Sun is badly placed, then Mars will create that Mangal dosha. It will not be the case that, not the condition that Mangal dosha is not created. If Mars is in the zodiac sign, Sun is well placed, then the case is different. Mars has the dignity and maturity. But if Sun is not good and Mars is creating that Mangalic, is sitting in that Mangalic positions, and it is getting afflicted also by negative planets, then definitely Mangal dosha will happen. Okay, so this is one thing. Next thing is that if I see the professions, and one more thing is that here Mars makes the person very dominating in nature, because Sun is also your dominance and ego and vitality. Mars also is fire. So this is actually a very fiery placement. Mars is fire, Leo is a fire, and Sun is fire. So influence of fire is very heavy on the body. So what it shows is that it makes the person very dominating in nature. These people are quite egoistic also, but at the same time very dominating in nature, and at the same time very ambitious also. Mars and Leo specifically controls your ambition. So this will make person very ambitious in nature. They want to do something good in their career or in their life also. Now as far as some professions are concerned, Mars here in Leo is good for working in administration, management, bureaucracy, high government officials, high military officials are seen with this placement, police services or judicial services, people working in these areas could be seen with this placement. Any job which requires leadership skills is very good for Mars in Leo. So it could be either in private or public sector, it doesn't matter. If it is a leadership job, it is good for Mars in Leo. And another thing is that Mars in Leo is good for working in entertainment sector, in acting field also as well, fashion, entertainment, architecture, and all these things. Now, these are the results what Mars gives when it is sitting in the zodiac sign of Leo. Now, one most important thing is that you have to see the condition of sun, where sun is placed, how sun is placed. If sun is good, no doubt that Mars is going to be getting the support of sun, and he is going to give very, very good results in the life regarding the area which it is controlling. So Mars, if sun is good, Mars will be very strong. But if sun goes down, sun is afflicted, sun is debilitated, sun is getting afflicted by Rahu, Ketu, Saturn, sitting in bad houses, not good in Navamsha also, what will happen? Mars, the strength of Mars goes down, because the support which it was gaining from sun is not there now, because sun is getting powerless. That is why. So you have to see the condition of sun. And when sun is not good in the horoscope, what will happen is that energy is still going to be there. But see, sun and Mars together control the bodily energy, so somewhat energy is going to be reduced also. Willpower and stamina is going to be reduced also, but at the same time it is not going to be nil. Mars will still motivate the person. Okay, you have that energy, work, but sun will not allow that. Sun is the natural significator of career, so it creates problems in career as well. So sun here, if goes down, what will happen is that there will be no direction to channelize the energy. Where you have to put the energy, people will not know. What should I do? They don't know that, okay, I have that energy, I have that motivation, but I don't know where I have to use my energy. What should I do that it will give me some good results? That is not there, because sun is not giving support to Mars. Another thing is that these people have that negative trait that they will start a particular work or task very easily, but they will not complete it. They will leave it in between. If sun is good, this will never happen. If sun is good, no matter how many times they fail, they will complete it anyhow. They will complete that task. But if sun is not good, this will never happen. Next thing is that it increases the impulsiveness, because energy is still there, but now that maturity is not there. Mars is not having that maturity in its behavior. So what will happen? Impulsiveness will increase, aggression and anger will increase, unnecessary boldness will increase. So that is the problem here. When sun goes down, ego will enhance, and this most of the time will be false ego, falsified ego. Falsified ego means you have not done anything, but still you have that ego in you. So that kind of false ego can happen. Jealousy could increase, because Mars is what? Shadaripu. Jealousy is one of those 6 enemies. So jealousy could increase. Arrogance could increase if sun is not well placed. So these kind of things could happen. As far as the health of the person is concerned, if sun is bad, Mars is here, it shows problems related to high blood pressure, cardiovascular diseases, or it can also show autoimmune diseases, because Mars is immune system. Mars is strong, but sun support is not there. What will happen? Immune system will become haywire. It will not know that what are the friendly body cells and what are the foreign invaders. So it will, because of this confusion, autoimmune diseases could be seen with this particular alignment. So you have to check the condition of sun, how it is. So these are some results what Mars could give if it is in the zodiac sign of Leo. Now last thing is that the variation in the results of Mars is going to be depending on the placement of sun first, and next thing depending on the placement of Mars in various nakshatras. There are 3 nakshatras in this particular zodiac sign of Leo. They are Magha, Purv Phalguni and Uttar Phalguni. In Magha, Ketu influence is going to be there. So here ambitions are going to be on a higher side. This makes people or makes person over ambitious sometimes, and if sun is not well placed, then it will enhance ego very much, very much, because Ketu is what? Ketu represents a stupidity. Ketu has no head, it has no brains. So unnecessary and false ego could build up if Sun is not good. And another thing is that aggression is going to be there, anger is going to be there, because Ketu is fire, Leo is fire, and Mars is also fire. Fire element is going to increase, and that too tamasic fire, because Ketu is tamasic, Mars is tamasic. So this is going to enhance. But this particular nakshatra is good for working in government, administration, management sector, and high military officials could be also seen with this particular alignment. Now next nakshatra is Purv Phalguni. In Purv Phalguni nakshatra, Venus influence is going to be there. So this is going to first of all increase the desires in the person. Mars and Venus control the desires of any person. Materialistic desires are going to enhance. This makes person very creative at the same time, very social in nature, and this is good for working in sectors related to entertainment, fashion designing, or your architecture could be seen, performance, drama, or acting could be seen with this particular alignment. But you have to check the other conditions also, okay, other combinations. This is just a general description. Now last nakshatra is Uttar Phalguni. This is actually the best placement for Mars here in Leo, in Uttar Phalguni nakshatra, because here the ruler is Sun. So Sun influence is going to be there more on Mars. Sun support is going to increase, because Sun is the ruler of Leo, Sun is the ruler of Uttar Phalguni as well. So what will happen? Sun and Mars are mutual friends, great friends of each other. So first of all, here Mars achieves that maturity. Maturity is not there in previous two nakshatras. Here the maturity is there. Balance is there in Martian qualities, and dignified nature will be there related to Mars. So what will happen? It will enhance those qualities, positive qualities of Mars in the person's personality, boldness and firmness, and you can say these people are very dedicated in their task. They will start one thing, they will complete that also, never leave that thing in between until and unless Sun is very weak, and the path is going to be there. They know that they have a particular direction where they have to use their energy. So that is going to be there here in particular nakshatra of Uttar Phalguni. And this nakshatra is also good for giving leadership skills. So you can see politicians with this, you can see people who are very dominating in nature. Creativity also increases. So this is actually good for both the professions, creative also, and at the same time professions which are related to government or administration or management. Both the things are favorable for this nakshatra. So these are the results that Mars gives when it is in the zodiac sign of Leo. I think you might have understood now that what Mars in Leo means. So if you are new to my channel, subscribe below for more. Check on my website and Facebook page. Otherwise, we will meet in the next video. Till then, goodbye and thank you.